Right. You guys came here today because you want to see our best and newest phone yet, the OnePlus 6T. All right, so a lot of speculation what's inside and what's under the hood. So why don't let's jump in and take a look. So we have this traditional OnePlus. We just put the specs up, right? And if it's from us, you can probably expect it's going to be maybe the best spec sheet that's out there. But for us, it's not about the specs, right? For us, what it's about is how we put it all together into a single product and what the actual user experience is. And that's actually what really matters, not the specs themselves, right? And so for us, the goal is really to create the fastest and smoothest smartphone. Be about it. But today, we're really excited because we're advancing and announcing our newest upgrade yet, something we're calling Screen Unlock. We're also proud to announce that OnePlus is actually the first company that's going to be launching a smartphone with in-display fingerprint technology in the United States. But, it's not about being first for us, right? We're proud of that, but what we're really, really proud about is that we're introducing this technology at the level of user experience that we expect of ourselves, and that's what we're actually really proud about. You know? So in OnePlus fashion, this will be the fastest in-display fingerprint sensor in the world, and we've also developed unique algorithms that basically over the last couple months, engineers have done an incredible job in terms of shaving milliseconds off this to get this as fast as you'd expect from us. So how fast? Theme of immersive screen. So that, smaller notch. But actually what I think is even more interesting to us is also chin got smaller, okay? And this is why this is actually interesting. So we've reduced the size of the chin, but this is what we're actually most excited about. So if a lot of you guys are interested in knowledgeable at tech, you know that within the chin that's where the antenna performance lives, right? So our engineering team's actually been able to do something pretty impressive where we've actually improved performance on the antenna, performance on this, and so we're actually going to be supporting more carriers across the globe more than ever before. So 74 countries, 233 carriers across the globe. So across the globe, especially in Europe, will be compatible with more carriers, okay? Design, okay? So design is a subject that, we get asked a lot about and what's kind of the philosophy behind design. And I think on the 6T, we're really happy with where it landed in terms of the approach, especially from an all-glass design approach that we started on the 6, and we're carrying forward to the 6T. At launch, the 6T will have two variants, Mirror Black and Midnight Black. Mirror Black has a ceramic finish that we got a lot of positive feedback on in terms of like a warm finish similar to some of the ceramic models we've done in the past. And the anti-glare glass in the Midnight Black has kind of a metallic finish that's understated that we've gotten really positive feedback on. So we're excited about that. But all right, camera. So this is probably the one area I think you guys are probably pretty curious to hear about. Okay. So OnePlus fashion, let's do the specs first, and then let's talk about what really matters. So the hardware on the 6T, similar to what we had on the 6, okay? And we got, in the end of the day, the feedback on the 6 was very positive. But for us, it's about what the overall user experience is on the camera, okay? So feedback was really positive on the 6, but again, what it comes down to for us sometimes is feedback and never settle, right? And what you can do better. So let me start by showing some photos taken, and then I'll tell you where we went with this. So not bad, okay? Pretty good, actually, okay? But there was one piece of feedback that you guys gave us, okay, from the 6. And what that was low light, right? Night photography, and you told us we could do better in that area, okay? So when we got that feedback this year, we've been thinking about what low light and night photography, what that means, right? So everybody knows you want to take better pictures at night, but what does that mean and how do we get there? So when we thought about it, we basically came up with kind of a simple approach. And what we were trying to get to is basically get to a device and an experience that would allow you to easily and quickly take the best photos at night as possible with a quick tap. And a lot of our users live in cities, wanted to capture great city nightscapes in a way that could be done really, really easily. And so that was our goal, okay? So what we first did was we invited a bunch of professional photographers to try out the 6 and take photos in low light. And I'll show you some examples of those right now. All right, so these are decent, okay? And pretty good. So what it basically told us was, with the 6, you could take great low light night photos, but to be transparent, like they're probably working with the settings a bit, and I'll be super honest. I'm going to confess something to you guys today that I've never told anybody else on the team. Like, you know, in pro mode, I actually don't know how to do everything perfectly, and anybody else there with me? Don't be afraid, raise your hand. All right, so I've never told anybody that before, but I'll admit it now, right? So we want you guys to be able to, the whole point is to be able to take photos and not necessarily have to work all the settings potentially to create photo at night. So what our team's been working on is, over the last 6 months, is something we're going to call Nightscape, okay? And basically, Nightscape involves 2 major improvements. The first one is an HDR algorithm where basically we self-developed and we're really proud of. And basically, camera team took this from a scientific approach perspective, and they wanted to develop a way that would enhance the quality of low-light photos taken in dim light. And that's what they've been working on for the last 6 months, and it basically involves 3 things: detail optimization, multi-frame stabilization, and noise reduction. Second thing is, and it gets back to the ease theme I talked about earlier. So with most cameras, if you're trying to take a low-light photograph, it's probably going to take maybe up to 5 seconds to capture the photo. With night mode, different. Should only take 2 seconds to capture that photo. And the reason that matters is basically in a handheld situation, you want to be able to get the photo and get the moment. And so simply put, night mode allows you to capture that in just 2 seconds, okay? And so here, I'll show you some photo examples taken with Nightscape. And this is where you can really tell city landscapes come together really great. All right, so a lot of you guys are great, and you upgrade every single time to a new device. But I know a lot of you guys have the 6, and you're probably like, "Should I have waited?" But what's important to note is Nightscape is, I think of this as something that represents community, right? It's feedback from you guys. It's going into product, and that's important. And so we're excited to announce today that Nightscape's going to be coming to the OnePlus 6 starting later this week. All right. Gaming's a big topic this year, right? And it's a question you guys ask a lot of us. And so one of the questions is, you're going to make a gaming phone. And so I think we think about it differently. For us, what it's about is performance. And we believe if we make a device that has the best user experience and performance, that will deliver the best gaming experience. For the 6T, let me give you an example. NBA 2K. All right, season just started. LeBron, the Lakers, I'm not sure, maybe, we'll see. And Knicks, definitely not, but all right. Here we go, all right? Frame rate over time, okay? And frame rate over 5 hours continuously, you can't have a drop if you want performance, right? That's important. And something new on the 6T we're introducing is something we're calling Smart Boost, okay? And we're excited about this because it's really one of the examples of OnePlus hardware and software working together in a way to bring stronger performance. And to sum it up, it is a bit technical, but you guys will probably get this, is it's basically, you guys know RAM reads faster than ROM, right? So basically what we're doing is we're using RAM for ROM, okay? So to think about the most intense applications and gaming applications, that's what this is geared to, basically. So, and where we're seeing this as we're starting to test it is, I'll give you an example. So, mobile PUBG decreases the load time in over 8 seconds. It takes load time down 8 seconds. And we're seeing similar performance across other really intensive gaming applications as well. So, example of hardware and software working together. Performance, another subject for us has been charging in battery, right? And so I think for us, from a performance standpoint, we've always felt very good about our charging technology, and that doesn't change. And we believe we deliver the best user experience in terms of charging. But have some news today on battery. So on the 6T, we'll be introducing a battery that's 3,700 milliamps. And so 23% better battery life. And you guys know when you ask us about this is something we take really seriously and we test it from a quality standpoint to make sure it delivers the performance we talk about. All right, so software. That's the other side of the performance story. And for us, we believe software matters a lot. So I'll give you a little preview of software on the 6T. Airplane mode. Just like in real life, the plane takes off, and it lands. So I'll be honest with you, the team asked me to come up with a joke for this, and I didn't come up with a good joke in time for the keynote. But it's attention to detail, right? So it's the little attention to detail within software that matters to our team. But in all seriousness, software is actually the area that I think you guys know we take really, really seriously, all right? And so for you, when we promise a fast and smooth experience, it means taking the hardware that's top, that you guys just heard about, and combining it with what we believe is the best approach in software in the industry now, okay? Software matters, software experience matters, right? And when we started, this is a weakness, right? You guys can think back to the OnePlus 2 times when we were developing the team to do this. And now we believe this is a strength, and it's shown to be a strength, and it's being recognized as a strength. Also, what matters? Failure rate. When you compare these and you look at the reports in terms of who's having failure, stability in your operating system really matters, right? I don't need to tell you guys this, right? And so we put a lot of effort into stabilizing our software system.
Over the last few months, I've ping-ponged back and forth between my Pixel 2 XL and OnePlus 6. And 3 weeks here, a month there, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, just back and forth. But lately I've landed on, and my SIM card is in right now, the OnePlus 6. But the tilt that keeps sending me over from Pixel back to OnePlus 6 is performance. That's been the difference. The OnePlus 6 is way snappier and quicker feeling because of the animations holding their frame rates. The transitions and movements are all smoother and drop less frames. Like, I can tell that for certain with my eye just looking at it. And it's significant enough to the point where I notice it between the two, and it does bother me.
Something that they've been working on that we're excited to introduce to you guys today is something we're calling Full Screen Gesture 2.0, and this is something the team's been working on. So we've spent a decent amount of time with Android P already, and it's pretty easy to work with, right? But the FSC team has spent a lot of time getting down, tweaking, optimizing every single gesture to make it faster and optimize it, to make it absolutely as smooth as possible. So we're pretty excited about this because we believe Full Screen Gesture 2.0 is going to be the best, smoothest, fastest gesture experience there is. So we're excited for you guys to get a chance to try it because it's something we're really, really, really proud of. A couple additional things that you'll see is Google Assistant. So small little things that we pay attention to. Quick tap of the power button, boom, say it, Google Assistant comes on. So it's about the small things, right? Things that happen really easily. And overall, I won't go through them all today, but the team has actually done over 500 optimizations, targeted, really focused optimizations on Oxygen 9.0 that you'll be working on that basically tries to get the user experience down to the experience that we expect, fast and smooth, every detail optimized. And it can be small things, right? But that's the attention to detail that the team really puts the focus on. So, attention to detail. It even extends to accessories, right? And this is always an area that's really popular and people want to know about, so I'll give you guys a quick update in terms of what's new on accessories. First, OnePlus Bullets Type-C. So we've added a Type-C connector, and we've also put a high-end professional DAC from Cirrus Logic built into the Type-C. So having a professional headphone amp should increase and really improve the sound quality on these. Second, Bullets Wireless. This has actually become one of the most popular products this year when we launched it earlier in May. That we've gotten very, very, very strong response on. One thing we're going to be excited to be announcing is a second color. So red, 5th anniversary edition, which we'll be launching shortly to go with the black. And the response we've gotten on wireless bullets has been really, really, really good. Small attention to detail, right? Magnetic approach where you just put them back, music pauses and starts based on the magnetic property. Also quick charging, 10 minutes, 5 hours of charge. So we've gotten a really positive response to wireless bullets. Third one, everybody loves backpack. It's the symbol of the OnePlus community, right? So we've actually made a change to the backpack, and we've revamped the design, and we're calling it the OnePlus Explorer Backpack. And so we've actually developed a couple cool features that go with this. We work with an award-winning German design company that's developed a one-hand locking mechanism that basically very quickly, simply locks it and unlocks it. It's made of a tear-resistant fabric, water-resistant fabric, and it comes in two colors, Morandi green and slate black. But that's actually not the most fun thing about backpacks. So, you know, this has been a symbol of community, right? You look around the tech world and you see somebody else with a OnePlus backpack, it's kind of like, you know, the secret signal, right? So we're doing something new with this, and we're gonna bring backpacks and sell them to people in a little different way. You're gonna have a invite to buy it. So invite code is coming back. Simply as a way where we want to give community an access to it first. And we're excited enough about the backpack that everybody that attends here today will send you one complimentary before the holidays. We're working on them right now. But, all right. All right. So you guys let us know what you think. Cases, 7 cases for 6T, including the 3D nylon case, which was really popular on the 6. So again, with all the accessories, you guys always tell us, we put in the same attention to detail that we put into our products. And everybody's always curious, price of accessories. So we'll do it real quick. Bullets Wireless stays at $69. We've gotten very good feedback on those. Type-C, $19.95. And the backpack will retail at $99 with an invitation code, but you guys will be getting it free. All right, we're getting to the end here. So the